Chapter 4. Spoonlicker. With only 10 days until Christmas, it's time for the next Yuletide lad to wake. It's Spoonlicker, the laziest of all the brothers. He gets his name from his habit of licking clean the wooden spoons people use for cooking and baking. Spoonlicker is a skinny fellow with long, rubbery arms and legs. He wobbles rather than walks. Ogress is by the fire, stirring the contents of a black pot with her large wooden spoon.
Wakey, wakey, Spoonlicker! It's time for you to wake up,
she calls, but Spoonlicker sleeps on, snoring loudly. Ogress marches over to where Spoonlicker is sleeping, brandishing the big wooden spoon in her hand, and uses it to give him a good tap on his forehead to wake him up.
Ow! Wake up, you lazy bones!
A startled Spoonlicker opens his eyes. The first thing he sees is the large wooden spoon attacking him.
Oh, spoon!
He jumps up, grabbing the spoon from Ogress, and begins licking it frantically.
Kindly keep your mucky hands away from my wooden stirring spoon!
Shouts Ogress, desperately attempting to retrieve the spoon. Ragya can't help but giggle. Noticing that Ogress is unimpressed with his antics, Spoonlicker decides it's time to make himself scarce, tiptoeing towards the cave entrance.
Don't forget your magic potatoes, sweetheart,
calls Ogress, tossing the sack after him. Ogress unceremoniously ejects the Yuletide lad from the cave. Hearing his mother's cackling laughter disappearing into the distance, Spoonlicker speeds down the mountainside, his rubber feet bouncing over the snow. He bounces higher and higher, so high he can no longer control himself.
Help! I can't stop!
Then he starts to spin like a big wheel at the fairground, gathering snow as he goes. Soon, he disappears into a large rolling snowball as more and more snow gathers around him. The giant snowball flies off a snowy ridge and sails through the night sky. The peace of the night is shattered as the rumbling snowball crashes through the roof of the village bakery and breaks into 1,000,000 snowflakes. His unannounced arrival has caused quite a mess. He's never been in a bakery. He spies a large bowl on a table filled with lovely cake mix. It is attached to some kind of machine, gently turning the bowl as two metal whisking blades mix the cake ready for the oven. He's never seen such a machine before. He takes a nearby wooden spoon and sticks it into the bowl between the blades to taste the scrumptious ingredients. Unfortunately for Spoonlicker, the mixer has other ideas, as the blades grab the spoon and the machine spins into the air. The blades head for poor Spoonlicker as the electric wire wraps around his legs. He tries to grab the mixer, but is so tied up he can hardly move. In vain, Spoonlicker pleads,
"Please release me!"
But the mixer wraps itself tighter and tighter around poor Spoonlicker as the blades get closer and closer. With his last breath, he summons all his energy and kicks out, pulling the electric plug attached to the mixer out of its wall socket. The wire quickly unravels, freeing Spoonlicker from its grasp. The mixer falls silent and idle on the ground. Spoonlicker grabs his magic potatoes, the wooden spoon, and the bowl of yummy cake mix and makes a rapid escape. After running around the village, placing the magic potatoes in all the children's shoes, Spoonlicker makes off into the night, clutching his prize. He can't wait to tell of his adventures around the campfire. But when Spoonlicker arrives, only Hobbler and Gully Slinker are there to greet him.
"Where's my brother Stumpy? I know he'll want to hear of my adventures,"
asks Spoonlicker.
"We've seen neither hide nor hair of our dear brother,"
replies a sad Gully Slinker.
"It's as though the very ground we're standing on has gobbled him up,"
adds Hobbler. The three Yuletide brothers sit around the fire helpless, not knowing what fate has befallen their poor brother. Moon says not a word as he disappears below the horizon to rise again the next night.